Hello, wrestling fans. My name is Big Boy Snatch on TV, aka What Kind of Snacks You Want, because I got plenty to go around. This is my WWE Smackdown review on highlights. Braun Killings attack John Cena on Smackdown. That's the title of the video and the thumbnail itself. Make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning or towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content where I give you guys the full breakdown of my review, not the half of my review. Follow my social media down below in the description, and go check out my AEW Dynamite review on highlights, and go check out my WWE NXT review on highlights, and also go check out my WWE Money in the Bank review on highlights as well. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Now, WWE Smackdown was a decent show for what it was. It says WWE Smackdown kicks off with Wade Barrett and Joe Tessaro running through the card for the night. We see Jacob Fatu walking in the arena parking lot, and the cameras cut to the new Miss Money in the Bank on her phone walking backstage. And oh yeah, we're live on SmackDown from Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. Commentary tonight with Ray Barrett and Joe Testor. All right, let's move on. It says we see highlights of WWE and Triple A World Collide and WWE Money in the Bank. All right, so we get John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and R-Truth. And this segment right here, I ain't even gonna lie. This was a solid segment right here, solid segment for what it was. Live in the arena, John Cena music hits, and now he comes to the ring to a mix of cheers and boos. John Cena gets in the ring and asks for his music to be cut. Let's go, Cena sucks. Ring around the arena as he points to the ring announcer, Mark Nash, who introduced him as the greatest of all time, and the never seen 17 grandson Lexington with his presence one last time. He is the last real champion, John Cena. John Cena brings by saying wrestling mounts Rushmore is John Cena, John Cena, John Cena, and John Cena. He says there have been great wrestlers, great talkers, but no one in the past, present, or future is even capable to him. John Cena says the reason he will always be outmaneuvered is because he is smarter. John Cena says you can't see me. You all want to be me. He says he is always 1,000 steps ahead of everyone because they are all worried about right here and right now while he won right now a year ago. He says he started scouting his opponent last year. He entered the Royal Rumble. He went to the Elimination Chamber. He knew CM Punk and Seth Rollins will burn down, and that Cody Rhodes' focus was on someone else. He shocked the world. Used Cody Rhodes' obsession of being loved by everyone, but to be everyone to be the new champion. He used Randy Orton's 25-year rivalry, and he even put R-Truth in the main event. Everyone carry everybody cared to took the bait. While they used their time to save R-Truth, he sides with Logan Paul and sides up his opponent and CM Punk. John Cena says CM Punk is back into the corner. The fans chant CM Punk. John Cena says if CM Punk really wants to take the title, he has to admit to himself that he is a hypocrite, and he does not have to worry about Mr. Money in the Bank because Seth Rollins will never cash in on him holding the title. Seth Rollins wants Cena to leave with the title because when he cash in, he will be their only champion. John Cena asked them get if they get it now. He is the greatest of all time for a reason. The fans boo him. He says while they have been busy creating fake stories to see if he sold his soul, he used math in his favor. He wins matches before they even start. In 25 years, he has cracked every code and he doesn't need their appreciation. They will realize how good he is how good he is 3 years after he is gone. This is the greatest moment of their life for John Cena, and the fans are just a mathematical equation, and the math says there will never be anyone worth enough to hold the right to hold his title again. Cody Rhodes' music hits, and out he comes. He gets in the ring with John Cena, and the fans sing Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes says John Cena just said that he is smart. Cody Rhodes says John Cena is not just smart; he is a genius. He is a genius. It is unfortunate that everything John Cena said has come to fortune, but here is but here he is with this 25-year master plan. But there is this variable variable. I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes asked him why he didn't include this Saturday when he was looking at the light, and Cody Rhodes pinned him. Cody Rhodes says he is not part of John Cena's plan. He he calls John Cena John John Rushmore and asks him where that leaves him. Randy Orton music hits, and now he comes to the ring. Randy Orton says everyone saw he had John Cena beaten in the ring. Randy Orton says he has to do it. Randy Orton says he has to do what it takes, no matter who he has to go through and get number 15. Randy Orton says he loves Cody Rhodes like a brother, but if he has to take him down to get to John Cena, he will not hesitate to do that. LA Night music hits, and now he comes. He asks for his music to be cut and says, "Let me talk to you." He says, "All we long we heard the world says that the whole world says they want LA Knight. He knows what the fans want. He knows what three guys in the ring don't want, and that is him walking down the ring. LA Knight says he is looking at the WWE establishment. He knows that. He is the score thumb. He's a sore thumb standing out there, and he likes it that way. He tells John Cena that John Cena has this master plan of his, but he knows that his plans didn't include him. Yeah, he says King of the Ring is right around the corner, and he has a shot at all of them to take what his is, and he has to drop a viper and a nightmare, and he has to drop a genius. Balden, you know what, John Cena to be WWE champion. With everyone saying LA Knight, yeah, John Cena leaves the ring and begins walking to the back, but R-Truth attacks him from behind. Now, it says right here, R-Truth with right hands, and now comes security to break it up. Now Ron Killings was standing on business. This is the Ron Killings that everybody has been waiting for. I I cannot wait for this feud between Ron Killings and John Cena. Now Ron Killings is the only person that can take the title off of John Cena. I would love to see that. So Ron Killings, man. Ron Killings is standing on business. Like I said, this was a solid segment to kick off SmackDown. All right, let's move on. A solid start to SmackDown. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and LA Knight, the biggest stars on the show. All four cut a good promo, and the ovation for LA Knight was a loud one. Nice to see R-Truth there too. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, John Cena is backstage arguing with Nick Aldis, but we can't hear what they can't hear what is being said. Live in the ring, live in the ring, Randy Orton and LA Knight are already in the ring for their match. Alright, so we get the King of the Ring match. Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes versus Aleister Black. This was the match of the night in my opinion. Alright, and they better push Aleister Black and Ron Killings as well too. The bell rings, we are underway. Aleister Black and Carmelo Hayes exchange right hands with LA Knight and Randy Orton. Watching them. Aleister Black throws Carmelo Hayes to the outside as Randy Orton and LA Knight begins fighting. Carmelo Hayes and Aleister Black get back in the ring, and LA Knight claws on Carmelo Hayes to the outside. Aleister Black with a springboard moonsault off the second rope onto Carmelo Hayes on the outside of the ring. In the ring, LA Knight goes for the BFT. Randy Orton uh, Randy Orton blocks it and goes for the RKO, but LA Knight blocks it. Aleister Black goes for the black mask, but Randy Orton stops it. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, LA Knight stomps on Randy Orton in the ring. He turns around and Carmelo hits with a super kick. Aleister Black throws Carmelo Hayes to the ropes and Carmelo hits with a springboard crossbody and Aleister Black falls to the outside of the ring. Carmelo Hayes with a splash over the top rope and LA Knight with a baseball slide onto Carmelo Hayes. LA Knight slams Carmelo Hayes head first onto the announcer table. Randy Orton comes from behind, goes for a backdrop on LA Knight, but LA Knight lands on his feet. Aleister Black goes for a right hand, but Randy Orton ducks and he slams Aleister Black onto an announcer desk. LA Knight pushes Randy Orton into the ring and apron into the ring apron and he throws Carmelo Hayes back into the ring. LA Knight places Carmelo Hayes on the top rope and he hits him with a right hand. Both men with a right hand and LA Knight on the second rope. Carmelo Hayes pushes him down. In comes Randy Orton. He hits Carmelo Hayes with a right hand and climbs the second rope. Carmelo Hayes pushes him down. In comes Aleister Black, who kicks Carmelo Hayes in the face. Aleister Black throws Randy Orton to the outside, and Randy Orton drags Aleister Black um to the ring. I'm sorry, to the outside. He grabs Aleister Black, but Aleister Black reverses it, throwing Randy Orton into the ring post. Carmelo hits with a frog splash onto LA Knight. He goes for the cover, but Aleister Black breaks it up. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Aleister Black with a big boot onto Randy Orton. Carmelo heads to the ropes, but Aleister Black with punches and kicks. He goes for the cover on Carmelo Hayes, but Carmelo Hayes kicks out. Randy Orton with a clothesline onto Aleister Black, followed by a snap slam onto Aleister Black. In comes LA Knight and Randy Orton with a slam on him and one on Carmelo Hayes. Randy Orton throws Carmelo Hayes into the ring apron. He grabs Carmelo Hayes and he grabs Aleister Black. Randy Orton pulls them in for the DDT, but LA Knight with a neck breaker from behind. He goes for the cover, but Randy Orton kicks out. LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes double team Randy Orton and LA Knight with the BLT on Aleister Black. He goes for the cover, but Carmelo Hayes breaks it up. LA Knight gets to his feet and slams Carmelo Hayes down. LA Knight gets on the second rope, but out comes Bronson Reed, who pulls LA Knight down. LA Knight gets up and Braun Breaker with a spear onto LA Knight. Carmelo Hayes smiles and gets on the top rope. He jumps and Randy Orton with the midair RKO and on Carmelo Hayes, who falls onto LA Knight. Randy Orton goes for the cover on LA Knight and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Randy Orton. This was the match of the night. This match was really good. All right, a fun fatal four-way match. Randy Orton getting the win was a surprise for me. But with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker costing LA Knight continues that storyline. Hashtag Smackdown. Now in the finals, it's going to be Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. I guarantee you in the King of the Ring tournament between Randy with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton in the finals. I guarantee you. And I heard they added Jey Uso as well too. So they're going to say Goldberg versus Gunther. Please do not book this match at SummerSlam. I do not want to see Goldberg as World Heavyweight Champion. If Goldberg beats Gunther to become World Heavyweight Champion, I'm going to crash out. And that's all I got to say. All right. So we go to commercial break. Jacob Fatu is backstage and he cuts a promo saying he is coming live. Out comes Jacob Fatu to the ring and he tells the fans to keep it 100. He says just because you're a family, it doesn't mean you can go behind their backs and try to snake them. Just because they both come from the same bloodline does not mean he can take all of the credit for his hard work. Soul Sequoia says that Jacob Fatu would be nothing without him. Jacob Fatu says this is exactly why he had to remind Solo at Money in the Bank when you don't get in where you it says when you don't get in where you fit in. And now he is him against the world because he is all gas with no brakes. He said, I'm sorry, we see Sosa Coil clapping in the back with JC Mateo behind him. He asked Jacob Fatu if he's got everything off his chest. He can't forgive him at Money in the Bank a year ago when he went to Sacramento to see him. Jacob Fatu was doing nothing and was nothing. No one wanted him around. He brought him around. He made him a superstar. He made him champion. Solo gets angry and says it was all because of him. Next week, he will be in the middle of the ring with open arms, willing to take Jacob Fatu back. But he needs to hear 4 words from him. I love you, Solo. He tells Jacob Fatu that he brought him into this world and he will take him out. You know what I mean? That part was funny by Solo Sokoa. Alright, Jacob Fatu looks angry in the ring as his music hits. Alright, you already know that Jacob Fatu is a baby face, man. So that's all I gotta say. But pretty cool segment by Jacob Fatu and Solo Sokoa. Nick Aldis is backstage, and in comes the Secret Herbers. Piper Niven opens a FaceTime with Chelsea Green, who is in a pool, and she tells Nick Aldis that they will have to postpone her match. Nick Aldis says Alba Fire will take her spot. Chelsea Green says she doesn't authorize that, and Nick Aldis says he authorized it. The Sugar Herbert leaves the office, and in comes Selena Vega. She tells him she wants Julia. Nick Aldis tells her that Julia is not there. Selena Vega says she is the United States champion, and next week she will confront her face to face. Selena Vega walks away, and we cut to the ring. So we go to commercial break. Alright, so we get Queen of the Ring match. Jade Cargill versus Michin versus Nia Jax versus Piper Niven. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, a fatal 4-way match. And this match right here, this was not a very good match, man. This was a terrible fatal 4-way match. But I'm glad Jade Cargill won. The bell rings, we are underway. Piper Niven takes Mitchin to the outside of the ring and she throws her into the barricade. Nia Jackson and Jay Cargill fight to the outside of the ring and Jay Cargill throws Nia Jackson to the ring steps. Jay Cargill and Mitchin get into the ring and Jay Cargill with a waistlock takedown. Mitchin to the ropes and a backbreaker by Jay Cargill. She goes for the cover, but Mitchin kicks out. Jay Cargill goes for a vertical suplex, but Mitchin lands on her feet. Mitchin to the ropes and a Hurricanrana takedown, followed by a drop kick onto Jay Cargill. Mitchin goes for the cover, but Jay Cargill kicks out. Piper Niven drags Mitchin to the outside and body slams her, followed by a senton. Nia Jax gets back in the ring and slams on Jay Cargill face first into the turnbuckles. Nia Jax with a Samoan drop. Piper Niven gets in the ring and lands a senton onto Jay Cargill. Nia Jax and Piper Niven agreed to double team Jay Cargill. This is every woman for himself. This is not a tag team match. They need they slam her into the corner, but Jacob Gill with an elbow onto Piper Niven. Nia Jax goes for a spear, but Jacob Gill moves out of the way. Nia Jax drags Jacob Gill to the outside, and both women double team her. Mitchin gets on the ring apron and lands a moonsault off the second rope. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Nia Jax and Piper Niven double team Jacob Gill in the corner. Nia Jax with a hip attack and Piper Niven with a cannonball. Piper Niven goes for the cover, but Nia Jax pulls her away. Piper Niven gets up and apologizes. Nia Jax pushes her, but Mitchin with the hurricane off the top rope onto Nia Jax. She also lands a tornado DDT onto Piper Niven. Mitchin goes for the cover, but Piper Niven kicks out. Jacob Gill throws Mitchin to the ropes and Jericho Gill with a powerbomb. She goes for the cover, but Mitchin kicks out. Piper Niven with a basement crossbody onto Jay Cargill. Mitchin slams Piper Niven onto the mat. Nia Jax with a senton onto Mitchin and she goes for the cover, but Mitchin kicks out. Nia Jax and Piper Niven to the outside and they double team Jay Cargill. They throw her over the announcer table and onto Wade Barry. They taking both of them out. Piper Niven gets in the ring and Mitchin with a tornado DDT. She goes for the cover, but Nia Jax breaks it up. Nia Jax and Piper Niven grab Mitchin and land a double chokeslam. Nia Jax with a forearm to the face onto Piper Niven, and she throws her to the outside. Nia Jax drags Mitch into the corner and she climbs the second rope. And Nia Jax with the Annihilator, she goes for the cover, but Piper Niven breaks it up. And she throws Nia Jax to the outside. Piper Niven grabs Nia Jax and throws her face first into the ring post. Nia Jax walks towards the barricade, and Piper Niven spears her through the barricade. Piper Niven gets back into the ring. She climbs the second rope and lands the Piper bomb. In comes Jay Cargill, and she lands Jaded onto Piper Niven. She goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Jay Cargill. I'm glad that Jay Cargill won to advance to the Queen of the Ring tournament, but this match was a this fatal four way match was awful. That's all I gotta say. It was terrible. Not a very good women's fatal four way. Like many multiple person matches, it's all about spots, and this was about that. The last few minutes of the match were fun. The table spot by Jay Cargill and the barricade spot with Nia Jax. Jay Cargill advancing is no surprise either. Hashtag Smackdown. So go to commercial break. Naomi music hits and out she comes, the women's Money in the Bank winner. Naomi begins by saying she Naomi begins by saying she sees a lot of people looking shocked, surprised, and stupid. She says she doesn't know why because she told them. She took what she deserved and to look at her now, Miss Money in the Bank. She says what is funny is the entire time when she was trying to beat Nia Jax for the WWE Women's title, Tiffany Stratton was there the entire time to distract her and hit her. She says too nice, Naomi. Let it happen. But the Naomi now won't let it slide. And when she hits Tiffany Stratton in the head with the briefcase, it will feel good. Tiffany Stratton music hits and now she comes to the ring. Tiffany Stratton tells her she talks a big game for her to do it, to cash it in and take her title now. Tiffany says Naomi is still the same Naomi, all talk and no action, and that is why she never beat Nia Jax. She tells Naomi to prove everyone wrong. Naomi asks her if she looks stupid to her. She says she won't cash in on her now. She will cash in when she's ready, when she expects it. But in the meantime, she is going to enjoy making her life hell. Naomi tells her TikTok her time is almost up, and she advised her to proceed with caution. Naomi leaves the ring, but in comes Nia Jax from behind. Tiffany Stratton um it says Naomi leaves the ring and in comes Nia Jax from behind. Tiffany Stratton. She tries to attack Tiffany Stratton, but Tiffany Stratton takes her down. Naomi gets on the ring apron, but Tiffany Stratton knocks her down. Nia Jax Tiffany Stratton from Nia Jax attacks Tiffany Stratton from behind and hits an annihilator on her. Naomi's about to get in the ring, but Nia Jax tells her to get out. I know for a fact that Naomi's going to cash in her Money in the Bank contract on Tiffany Stratton. I can see it coming. But why would it wouldn't even make sense that Naomi is going to cash in on Io Sky? That does not make sense at all. The only thing that makes sense is Naomi is going to cash in her Money in the Bank on Tiffany Stratton. I'm calling it straight down the middle. But this Hill Naomi has been good, and that's all I gotta say. And I'm glad Naomi won Money in the Bank. That's all I gotta say. All right, the tag team division. We see a clip of earlier during the day. Nick Aldis was with the tag team division. He tells them he wants to talk to them about the Y6. He tells them that Motor City Machine Guns will get the Y6 tonight. Probably Naomi's best promo since coming back to the company. I like what she said, and having Tiffany Stratton come out made it even better. They will take their time with this one. I think Nia Jax could be next for Tiffany Stratton too. Hashtag Smackdown. So we'll go to commercial break. Motor City Machine Guns versus Y6, Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy. And this match right here This was a decent match, decent tag team match. Dexter and Joe Gacy attacked the Motor City Machine Guns. The bell rings. We are underway. Joe Gacy and Chris Sabin start the match. Joe Gacy with a right hand, and he tags Dexter Loomis into the match. A backdrop by him, and Joe Gacy is tagged back in. Joe Gacy with a backbreaker followed by a springboard moonsault. He goes for the cover, but Chris Sabin kicks out. Joe Gacy tags Alex Shelley off the ring apron. Dexter Loomis is tagged back in. An armbar by him, and Joe Gacy is tagged back in. Chris Sabin dodges both, and they are both thrown to the outside of the ring. Chris Sabin tags Alex Shelley into the match, and they land a double baseball slide. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Chris Sabin with a drop kick off the top rope onto Joe Gacy, and Joe Gacy falls to the corner. Dexter Loomis is tagged in, and Chris Sabin takes him down. A kick to the side of the head and goes for the cover, but Dexter Loomis kicks out. Alex Shelley is tagged back in, and they hit Dexter Loomis with a double super kick. Alex Shelley with a clothesline, and Chris Sabin is tagged back in. They go for skull and bone, but Dexter Loomis gets out of the way gets out of it and trips them both down. Joe Gacy is tagged in and he takes the Motor City Machine Guns down. Dexter Loomis is tagged back in. He goes for the cover on Chris Sabin and kicks out. Dexter Loomis throws Chris Sabin into the corner, but Chris Sabin with a baseball slide onto Joe Gacy, followed by a big boot onto Dexter Loomis. A DDT by Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley is tagged back in. They double team Dexter Loomis and Chris Evans tagged back in. They go for skull and bone for Joe Gacy, knock them both down. Dexter Loomis goes for the cover but gets up and looks at Uncle Howdy. Dexter Loomis climbs the top rope. He lands a huge leg drop. Dexter Loomis goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, the winner of the match is the Rise Six. And this match right here, this this was a decent tag match. I'm sorry. We cut we cut backstage and John Cena approaches Jimmy Uso. He asks him if he has seen R-Truth, and Jimmy Uso says he hasn't. John Cena asks him if he sees him, if he has seen Ron Killings, and Jimmy Uso says he hasn't. John Cena tells Jimmy Uso he knows he is close to tell him that he is going to the ring right now. I just wasn't a fan of that match. The ending was odd. I almost like Dexter Loomis forgot the spot. I'm not I'm not I'm not big on the Riot Six. I just know they are going to have them run through the entire tag team division until they get a title shot. But I'm hoping they don't. Hashtag SmackDown. Yeah, the Riot Six is going to run through the tag team division. I can already see that one coming. I had to take a sip of my water. But anyway, let me continue. So we go to commercial break. John Cena music hits, and he quickly comes down to the ring. He tells the fans to shut their mouths. He says there is a level of disrespect that he can't tolerate. He tells R-Truth that he crossed some lines. The fans chant, "We want R-Truth," and John Cena says, for once, he agrees with them. He says there is a time to talk and a time to fight, and he tells R-Truth to come out and fight. CM Punk music hits, and CM Punk music hits, and John Cena is surprised. Out comes CM Punk smiling. CM Punk grabs a microphone and he sits on the top rope. The fans chant CM Punk. He says it is great to be live on Friday night in the Lexington, Kentucky, or what. He steps down and asks John Cena if he heard him say something about disrespect. He says the people are tired of being disrespected, but now CM Punk has a microphone and they have yet to begin to reach the level of disrespect, and they are capable of. But for old time's sake, he is giving John Cena a chance to benefit of the doubt. Maybe this, maybe his empathy is too much. Maybe it's too much. Obi Obi-Wan Kenobi talk, talking to Darth Vader, looking for Anakin. Anakin. He says he is going to give him a chance in front of this legendary wrestling town to stop what he is doing, to let the fans celebrate who they are, and who they are, to put him on a pedestal, to celebrate the sacrifice he has made, to give the fans an happy ending. The fans chant CM Punk. John Cena asks him why would he waste his time. He says these people don't matter. This place doesn't matter. Basketball doesn't matter. Racing doesn't matter. He says the WWE title is the only thing that matters. CM Punk says to let the record state that CM Punk and Lexington give him an out. But to let the disrespect begin. Ironically enough, John Cena's way is CM Punk way. When CM Punk music, everyone knows it's about to get real. And ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get real. The truth is there. It is the old saying. You tell a strong man a lie to offend him. That's why it hurts him when John Cena calls him a hypocrite. You tell a weak man the truth, and that offends him. The fans chant, "We want our truth." CM Punk says the truth is that John Cena can't beat him. When he was at his best, he never could. Now he says he is going to ruin wrestling, but he will save it. CM Punk says it. CM Punk says it is the. I'm sorry. CM Punk says it is he is confident that brought him to the mountaintop. When people like John Cena say he didn't have it, but he won't walk out into a sold out arena dressed like a toddler who stuck out a T-ball. The fans laugh. CM Punk says he would like that one erased because he sounds like a PG John Cena, which is ironic because John Cena sounds like CM Punk, and that is ironic. John Cena is stealing his material. He won the title. He left with the title. John Cena is trying to follow in his footsteps. CM Punk says he did it and John Cena couldn't stop him. Challenging him at Night of Champions won't stop him. Just like old times. Here is CM Punk to make John Cena's title run interesting. To make John Cena runs interesting. He says he will follow John Cena to Mars to be his you know what. He will follow him to hell to prove that he is better than him. He calls John Cena a goat, but so is he. CM Punk says John Cena is the goat. That he will spot roast him. He beat him in both of their homes town and he will beat him at Night of Champions. Terry Funk, Harley Race, Bret Hart, Eddie Guerrero, they belong on Mountain Rushmore. The the audacity to put him on the list, and 4 times CM Punk says he sees through him. He always have, and that is the truth. CM Punk's shoulder shrugs. John Cena and leaves the ring with his music playing. R-Truth comes from behind and attacks John Cena. He gets him in the STF, and CM Punk tells John Cena that the truth hurts. Out comes WWE officials and security who breaks it up. So Ron Killings attacked John Cena twice on SmackDown. Ron Killings attacked John Cena at Money in the Bank and twice on SmackDown. All right, Ron Killings is standing on business with John Cena against John Cena. Anyway, let me continue. Byron Saxton is backstage with I'm sorry, let me read that over. Backstage, Byron Saxton is backstage with Alexa Bliss, and she tells him she will remind everyone who Alexa Bliss is. In comes Charlotte Flair, who tells her there is only room for one queen in this division. Charlotte Flair music hits, and now she comes with the match. As Charlotte Flair is coming out, Alexa Bliss music hits, and she comes out interrupting Charlotte Flair. This was a very good promo between John Cena and CM Punk. No one expected CM Punk to come out, but everyone was glad he did. I still somehow think we get R-Truth against John Cena at Night of Champions instead of CM Punk, but I could be wrong. Yeah, CM Punk did cook John Cena in that segment. That's all I gotta say. But like I said, Ron Killings is the only person that could take the title off of John Cena. If that happens, I will not. I will be surprised that Ron Killings beat John Cena. And that's all I gotta say. But this was a very good segment between CM Punk and John Cena because CM Punk really cooked John Cena in that segment. All right, let me continue. Backstage, I'm sorry, not backstage. Commercial break. R-Truth is backstage, and in comes Nick Aldis. He asks R-Truth what he wants. The truth, he says he wants a match with John Cena next week. Nick Aldis makes the match. All right, Queen of the Ring match: Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair versus Alba Fire versus Candice LeRae. And this match right here, I ain't gonna lie. Now this match right here, I did not really care about this match, man. So this was this fatal 4-way match was like it was okay. I'm not gonna say I didn't care, but it was just okay for what it was. I don't know why I said I didn't care, but the match itself was just okay for what it was. But thank God Charlotte Flair did not qualify. Thank God. I'm happy for Alexa Bliss, which is Alexa Bliss deserves it. All right. The bell rings, we are underway. Candice LeRae attacks Alexa Bliss and Alba Fire attacks Charlotte Flair. All four women begin fighting, and Charlotte Flair throws Alexa Bliss shoulder first into the ring post. She throws Candice LeRae into Alba Fire. Alba Fire goes for the cover, but Alba Fire, but Alba Fire kicks out. She goes for the cover on Candice LeRae, but Candice LeRae kicks out. Charlotte Flair with chops onto Alba Fire and Candice LeRae. They begin double teaming Charlotte Flair in the ring. Charlotte Flair is sent to the ropes, but she fights back against both women. Alexa Bliss with a crossbody off the top rope. She goes for the cover, but Charlotte Flair kicks out. Alexa Bliss goes for Sister Abigail, but Alba Fire and Candice LeRae breaks it up. Charlotte Flair with a clothesline onto Candice LeRae and Alba Fire. She goes for the cover on Alba Fire, but Alba Fire kicks out, so we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Alba Fire and Candice LeRae have Charlotte Flair on the top rope, and they go for a suplex, but in comes Alexa Bliss with that powerbomb them all down. Alexa Bliss goes for the cover, but Candice LeRae kicks out. Alexa Bliss with shoulder tackles and right hands. Alexa Bliss slams Charlotte Flair onto the mat. Candice LeRae with a cold breaker onto Alexa Bliss. Alba Fire slams Candice LeRae onto the mat. Alexa Bliss slams Alba Fire onto the mat. And Charlotte Flair with a natural selection onto Alexa Bliss. Charlotte Flair with a figure 8 onto Alexa Bliss. Candice LeRae with a springboard line saw on Charlotte Flair. Alba Fire with a kick to the face onto Candice LeRae. Charlotte Flair takes Candice LeRae down and Alba Fire slams Charlotte Flair face first. She goes for the cover, but Alexa Bliss breaks it up. Alexa Bliss with a DDT onto Alba Fire. Alexa Bliss to the top rope and she lands Twisted Bliss. She goes for the cover, but Charlotte Flair breaks it up. Charlotte Flair throws Alexa Bliss onto the ring apron. She hits her with a big boot. Candice LeRae rolls Charlotte Flair up, but Charlotte Flair kicks out. Candice LeRae to the top rope, but Charlotte Flair hits her with a spear. Charlotte Flair, she goes for the cover, but Candice LeRae kicks out. Candice LeRae goes for the figure four, but Alba Fire with a super kick. Alba Fire to the top rope, but Charlotte Flair with a big boot. Charlotte Flair with a figure four and into the figure 8. Alexa Bliss with the sister Abigail onto Candice LeRae. Alba Fire has not kicked out. Alexa Bliss goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Alexa Bliss. This match was okay for what it was, but I'm glad that Alexa Bliss won. And thank God Charlotte Flair is not advancing to the Queen of the Ring tournament. Thank goodness. Because that would be god awful. But I'm glad Alexa Bliss won. And I know Alexa Bliss fans are so happy. So I'll be happy too. So Alexa Bliss won, which she deserves it. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss have a stare down after the match. Cody Rhodes is walking backstage and he sees CM Punk. He tells CM Punk that they can't run away from each other forever. CM Punk says he knows and that he wishes him luck. He says after Night of Champions they will see who chase who. Alright, so before I continue, what if Sami Zayn beats Gunther at SummerSlam to have Seth Rollins cashes in on Sami Zayn? Then the fans will feel disappointed that Seth Rollins took the title off of Sami Zayn. Oh my God! Because you know why? He got Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed will help Seth Rollins win the World Heavyweight Championship. I guarantee you that's gonna happen. But anyway, let me continue. Next match. So we get King of the Ring match. Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Andrade versus Damian Priest. And this was a fun main event match right here. So we get the main event of the evening, your King of the Ring match. Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Andrade and versus Damian Priest, a fatal four-way match. This was a fun main event fatal four-way match. Alright. The bell rings, we are underway. Nakamura rolls out of the ring and Cody Rhodes with a suicide dive. Andrade drop kicks Cody Rhodes as he is getting back into the ring. Damian Priest grabs Andrade, but Andrade knocks him down. He goes for a running hip attack, but in comes Cody Rhodes, who hits him with a right hand. Broken arrow by Damian Priest onto Andrade. Cody Rhodes clotheslines Damian Priest to the outside of the ring, and both men fight on the outside. Nakamura attacks them both. All three men fight on the outside of the ring, and Andrade with a moonsault of the top on the tower on all three. This was a true threat match. I'm sorry, my fault. So, so this was a true threat match. I said a fatal four-man match. So I apologize and I correct myself on that one. So this is a King of the Ring true threat match. Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Andrade versus Damian Priest. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was right. I'm sorry. This is a fatal four. But let me continue. I don't know why I said all three, but it said all four. But anyway, commercial break. Back from commercial, Nakamura with a release German suplex onto Damian Priest. Cody Rhodes gets to his feet, but Nakamura with a kick to the side of the head. He goes for a knee to the head, but Cody Rhodes moves out of the way. Cody Rhodes with a figure four on Nakamura, but Andrade with a splash off the top rope onto Cody Rhodes. Damian Priest with a kick to the face of Andrade. Damian Priest to the outside of the ring. He jumps off the steel steps, landing a double axe handle onto Nakamura. He throws Nakamura back into the ring and grabs him by the arm. Damian Priest stands on the top rope. Cody Rhodes runs onto the top rope, but Nakamura kicks the ropes, tripping them both down. Nakamura with an armbar on Andrade, but Cody Rhodes breaks it up. Cody Rhodes throws Nakamura to the outside of the ring and goes for the cover on Andrade, but Andrade kicks out. Cody Rhodes to the outside. And he grabs a table with two Slim Jim logos on it. He places it on the outside of the ring, and Cody Rhodes stands on the ring apron in front of the table. He grabs Andrade and goes for a suplex, but Andrade blocks it. Both men fight, but Damian Priest gets on the ring apron. He hits Andrade. He hits Andrade as he and Cody Rhodes look at the table behind them. Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes lifts Cody. Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes lifts Nakamura up, but Nakamura pulls Andrade down. Nakamura knocks Damian Priest down, and Nakamura with a kick onto Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes falls through the table. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Nakamura with an overhead kick on Andrade. Cody Rhodes gets to his feet and gets into the ring. Cody Rhodes with a clothesline onto Nakamura and Andrade. A snap power slam onto Damian Priest. Cody Rhodes with a disaster kick onto Damian Priest. He goes for the crossroads on Nakamura, but Nakamura gets out of it. Nakamura with the King shouts out, but King shouts onto Cody Rhodes. He goes for the cover, but Cody Rhodes kicks out. Andrade takes Nakamura down and throws him into the corner. Andrade with a running knee onto Nakamura in the corner. Andrade goes for the double knees onto Damian Priest, but Damian Priest gets to his feet. Andrade with a spinning elbow followed by the message. He goes for the cover, but Nakamura breaks it up. Andrade and Nakamura are on their feet. It says breaks. It says Nakamura breaks it up. Andrade and Nakamura on their feet. Cody Rhodes off the second rope and lands two springboard cutters. Damian Priest goes for the Razor's Edge, but Cody Rhodes lands on his feet and lands the Cody cutter. Andrade gets up and Cody Rhodes hits him with the crossroads. He goes for another one, but Nakamura grabs Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes reverses it into the crossroads. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Cody Rhodes. This was a fun main event fun main event match. What it was not a bad main event. This was the fourth of the fourth fatal four way matches, and the fifth of five multi people matches. It was a lot. It was a lot. Cody Rhodes getting the win was not surprising. It was either him or Damian Priest for me. So we go. So it says hashtag SmackDown. Pretty good SmackDown. There wasn't one single match. We had four fatal four way matches and one tag team match. At times it was a lot to get through. Two promos from John Cena and an appearance from CM Punk was fun to watch. I agree with that. And WWE Smackdown goes off. Hold on, let me read the quick results. Randy Orton defeated LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes and Aleister Black to advance to the men's King of the Ring tournament. Jack Cargill defeated Mitch and Nia Jackson Piper Niven to advance to the Queen of the Ring tournament. The Y6 defeated Motor City Machine Guns, which is I didn't really care. Alexa Bliss defeated Charlotte Flair, Alba Fire, and Candice LeRae to advance to Queen of the Ring tournament to the Queen of the Ring tournament, which is I'm glad Alexa Bliss won. And then last but not least, Cody Rhodes defeated Shinsuke Nakamura, Andrade, and Damian Priest to advance to the King of the Ring tournament. And WWE SmackDown goes off the air. Alright, let me get my opinion what I think about WWE SmackDown. Now, WWE SmackDown was a decent show for what it was. And like I said, it's going to be Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Because Randy Orton does not need to win King of the Ring tournament because Randy Orton fell off last year against Gunther. And that's nothing but facts. So shout outs to Matt Mooney for saying that and Showstopper TV's live stream. And also shout out to Showstopper TV for doing his thing on his live stream, man. He has awesome content, and that's all I gotta say. But anyway, WWE SmackDown was a decent show, like I said. But thank God Charlotte Flair is not advancing to the Queen of the Ring tournament. And I'm glad that Charlotte Flair lost. And I'm glad that Alexa Bliss is advancing to the Queen of the Ring tournament. But it is what it is. But I believe that Roxanne Perez is going to win. Is going to win throughout. Is going to win the tournament to win the Queen of the Ring tournament. That's all I gotta say. That's just my opinion. And like I said before, what if Sami Zayn beats Gunther to become World Heavyweight Champion and have Seth Rollins come out and cashes in on Sami Zayn by the help of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker to for Seth Rollins to get the World Heavyweight Championship? The fans will be disbelieved and hopeless. And that's all I gotta say. And this gonna feels like Roman Reigns all over again. Cause Seth Rollins is not gonna last it's not gonna last with the World Heavyweight Championship for 1,000 days. That's not gonna happen. But anyway, I do not want to see Goldberg as World Heavyweight Champion. Um, you might as well just do it at Saudi Arabia, but don't do it at SummerSlam, cause that will be bad booking. It will be god awful, and that's all I gotta say. But if WWE makes going to drop the title to Goldberg, I'm going to crash the freak out, and that's all I gotta say. But anyway, I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here, gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet, gang. And I will see you guys tomorrow live on Twitch for some Fortnite. And that's all I got to say from here. But thank you guys so much for watching my WWE Smackdown review on highs. Go check out my AEW Dynamite review on highs, and also go check out my NXT review on highlights, and also go check out my WWE Money in the Bank review on highs. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I will see you guys at 5 o'clock a.m. At my world premiere of my WWE Smackdown review on highlights. Be there or be square. Because at the end of the day, it's just too sweet. And I'm out of here. Gang.